Hello, this is Father Aaron Westman with the Glen Mary Home Missioners, and this is your Missioner Moment, and I'm coming to you from Our Lady of the Fields Chapel here in Cincinnati, and behind me here is the Blessed Sacrament in our chapel. And I think it's appropriate to be standing here next to the Blessed Sacrament because of the message that I bring to you this day. We live in tumultuous times. Imagine we have an impeachment process going on. Political structures that we once thought were solid seem to be somehow being tested. Alliances throughout the world that seem to be strong over the last 50 years seem to be weakening a little bit. We hear of changes in our climate, and it's making drastic changes to people's lives in different parts of this world. And we know that there is mass migration going on. To say that we live in a tumultuous time is perhaps even an understatement. And I think for all of us, we might start to be somewhat afraid. We might start to become somewhat defensive or distrusting of people around us, and we might want to sort of curl up into our own ball. However, as Christians, I don't think that this response is sufficient. In the gospel from this weekend, Jesus says to all of us, there are going to be tumultuous times. You're going to see nations rising up against other nations. You're going to see all of these things happening around you. You yourselves might even go through persecution. He says to expect this. But the thing that he says to us, which is so important for us as Christians, is this. Essentially, he says, let your firm foundation be in me. And I think that is the important thing for us to consider today in the midst of all of this tumult. We should turn to Christ, especially in the Eucharist, and have our lives, our whole beings, firmly founded in Jesus. For all of this tumult will go on, but we will always have Christ there for us, and he will strengthen us, and we won't be as afraid as we think we are. And we will be able to go out into the world to create bridges with others, to be in solidarity with those who are struggling, to give of our resources bravely so that other people might have the basic things to live, and to be the courageous Christians on mission in this world that Christ is calling us to be. And we will be able to do it because we are firmly rooted in Jesus, especially in the Eucharist.